Alright, I could be sitting here all day trying to figure out the camera on my tablet, but I'm just going to commence with this video, and maybe I need to adjust where I just don't understand. Where am I supposed to look for my eyes to look right? That way? Huh, camera's in the top corner. Okay, whatever. Okay, so today I wanted to talk about the Legacy Builder program as a beginner. When you're a person who is considering buying Legacy Builder to make it for a decision for your education, online, digital, social media, and to have a business in a box with 5 products, I'm going to be looking at this from the $900 package when I run through this. But just know there are more options, and what we are going to work on today is ourselves and the truth of we want a business, and usually the problem is we don't have a product and we want to start something, we don't know how to start. We have a lot of ideas, we want to get things off the ground, but a lot also has to do with expenses. Legacy Builder program takes a lot of that away. You might not be doing exactly what you had hoped to start doing as a business, but you don't have to like what you sell to learn something. And education on social media and digital marketing is not a bad product. It's pretty fun, and it is part of marketing and advertising that you need to learn for any business. So once you get that skill and process down pat, and learn some of the other things as you're observing and communicating, interacting with social media, building your social platforms with the help of the community, you will have growth much faster than starting from scratch with anything. And even if you already have something that you're doing, you can benefit so much from the network and some of the materials and collaborating. And if you already have something like a book or record or digital art or something that you want to promote, we have things geared to that. Like you could learn how to use Etsy to market your digital art or your other digital products outside of the Legacy Builder. You could use Canva, Pinterest, all those things for creating or enhancing or adding to what you've already started. I don't believe we have anything for music creation. However, we do have things for learning Canva and that for album art, and if you want to create some kind of a metal book, anything that is a publication or printed thing, posters, you'll get something out of this, somewhere to start. Once you get the basics, then you can go in Adobe Photoshop and all that kind of stuff. We all started as beginners, and even people who think they have a lot of knowledge will still benefit from a lot of the things that are in this program. You have to dig deep, you have to think outside of the box, you have to not only get the education from the material inside the Legacy Builder program, you have to get the education from the hands-on experience, from the action steps taken, and observation. Observation is one of the best ways to get an education. Always thinking with your curious mind. How do they do that? How does that work? Can I using your imagination, seeing how things are put together. It's an important thing to use when you are even reading the material, is having your imagination assist you in trying to understand things, and using some kind of textile stimulus. If you could work on your laptop while you're making graphics and typing out the content for a while, that would be good to help remember as well, and not relying on the microphone. But the microphone is great for people who can't type or spell very well, especially if you're using a chat GPT to help you create content. There's benefits to all this, but sometimes we have to get our hands into something like writing on paper notes to get that memory. I don't know what it is about writing, a journal writing or note taking writing, as opposed to like typing, to get it sinking in your head and the actual doing. Alright, so anyways, enough that said. Usually the first thought is when you're just about to buy it, or you've just purchased it, you get this impulse that, oh my god, if I do this, or I just did this, I gotta start right away. No, you don't have to. And plus you have to set up your website, so you have to follow a few videos to do that, and you need a quiet time frame, a couple hours to go through as doing and setting up your website. If that frustrates you or you have problems, there's a minimal cost of $100 to get somebody to set that up for you in the community under the tech thing, or it might be in the digital platform. The majority of people do it themselves, but if you are really frustrated and really don't want to mess it up, all that will cost you is an extra $100 one-time payment, and they will hook up all your payment, your PayPal and your Stripe or your Square to your website. You know, that's it depends. There's many types of people. Some people get really concerned and worried, and some people it just doesn't. That stuff just gets them so flustered they can't even think straight to do it, or they get too worried and anxious, and they just want the reassurance that somebody did it for them. But just so you know, that option is there, and you can do this yourself following the videos. It's very easy. But the thing, so once the site is up, you don't even have to start right away. You should just breathe into the idea that you now have a business and meditate. What is it like to be this new business owner? What are you actually selling? Go back to the page that had all the description of whatever product option that you chose, and see what it is that you're going to be learning. Refresh your mind, and what it is that is in the business in the box that you're going to be selling, and get familiar with the product website where your course is and your business. Go through the whole thing. You can go click scrolling and seeing what all the topics are, and seeing what that's all about, and then that'll get your mind knowing what is going to be happening. And then I would say step back for a moment, and then I need you to sit down, if it's before purchasing it, and say you have these doubts and concerns. Like some of them are financial, some of them are, I don't know if I could do this, some of them are, I'm scared of the camera, I don't know if I can do that, but I want to do it. Some of it is fears of the unknown. That's why you read all that stuff before you even buy it. There's a list of what you're going to learn, and then when you get into the program buying it, you can even buy it just for the education, to use in your personal life. But when it comes to the business and promoting part of it, reading all that stuff is going to start making your heart rate come down. You're going to go, oh, I'm going to learn all this stuff. It's not going to be so hard. And as far as the camera goes, when I started doing videos again back in 2020, I did what I called a personal daily video journal, because I just wanted to learn about myself. I never see myself. Everybody else sees me The only time I see myself is when I brush my teeth, wash my face. But I don't really look in the mirror that often, and I don't, like, it's the camera when I see myself now. But yeah, if you're not used to the camera, start using your camera for a daily video journal. You can do it for your personal day and feelings. If you don't really know yourself that well, to get to the heart of the matter, you can use it as your best friend. Whose better friend would you have out there other than yourself? You can ask yourself questions and give yourself the answers. The next thing is, you can do, there's practice suggestions in the Legacy Builder on what you can make for videos. You can speak from your heart, how you feel, the progress, what you're learning, that kind of stuff. And you can even go down that list and something will spark an idea. Or whatever you're doing in the day, filming the day and doing those word videos. Yeah, so, or if you're learning things, you could highlight on key points of what you're learning in some of the courses that you're learning. And to further learn, come join with me and you can do this course and expand your knowledge, kind of thing. So anyways, that takes care of the camera part. What you do as a new person in the business, when you don't have experience or a credibility as far as, like, do you make money in this business? Well, you have a community. There's lots of people who've been in this for a while, and they will post when they make a sale. You'll see, even watching some of their social, how they were moving to new houses and their life is changing, or vacations, things going on, that we're all like best friends. We talk, and like everyone talks in the community, even though you don't talk. You feel like best friends because you're reading about people, how people's lives are changing, new things. Oh my gosh, I never thought I would be doing these things. This is a dream. I can pay for my kids' tuition. I never thought I could. I bought my kid a car, or I bought my mother a car. I just upgraded my from an apartment to a condo, or they bought a new camp or a new vehicle, or like for themselves. And there's a lot of things, and as you see, you know it's true because you know, the way they're asking questions, you start to recognize the names, and you can even go back to their profile and see where they contributed. Go right back to the beginning when they first started, leaving some feedback, and see what they may have been talking about. And then usually they have their social link, or you see their name and you can look them up on YouTube or something. So there is credibility from the testimonials as well in the school section where our community is located. So you have the digital product website where your course and products are, and then you have the school community where we have more other training and sharing, and where the webinars can be downloaded, and testimonials people have made, all kinds of things. Now we're getting guest speakers, training, there's cruise ship things you can go on, and lots of great things. Now there's even a new professional course thing that you can do as you get more advanced in this system of your own business and education. There are more opportunities of things you can participate in or create and put into another part of the community. That's where it's really wonderful, and you can collaborate on other products and ideas. So there are guest speakers, and as time now we've come, Michelle has introduced another $67 workshop. That's a 4-day workshop for people who are maybe never heard of a Legacy Builder before and are looking for a business, or just didn't get in but really want to hear more about it and get in depth at a lower price. Then 100 or 900 and get an overview, or maybe that's enough for them just to get started with a quick workshop product, perhaps. I'm not sure how that works. I just go, but I haven't been able to look into that 67 workshop. I've been focusing on the $900 legacy builder program and the other options, and mostly getting myself doing this like self-assessment, and where I was going to go with the other things that might keep us from getting started or getting even involved is one, we think we don't have the money but we want something, and two is we don't think we have the time, but we just need to do some assessments. If we want something bad enough, we'll do it. I mean, I had no time at all. I didn't even know how to fit this in. I had no money either. I was putting it all in the tiny house. I mean, when there's a will, there's a way. I mean, you'll sell something, you can do a payment plan, maybe you'll get money for Christmas or something. But remember, it's a one-time purchase. So that $900 is a one-time purchase. There's no monthly expenses with this. That's why I like it. I think it's great. I don't know any other business I don't know any businesses you start really under $1,000. I mean, you have to buy product, or you have to buy something to start an online business. Sure, you can, and I might offer like a simple $7 blueprint, but you get what you pay for. That's just a blueprint, probably just a website template, just to get the hang of having a website and reselling that website or that template. Okay, that's a simple thing you could do. But there's no community, there's no learning, there's no training, there's no like taking the information and recreating your own products or something. And there's no, it'll stop there. You could get into other income streams, and you have your network to help you stay moving forward, talking to, even getting ideas for your other income streams. We strictly speak about legacy builder in the community, but like I said, there's another section, and I think you get invited to things as your level goes up. We're individual businesses. We don't operate with an upline, downline, or anything. It's like registering a business and you're on your own. But you're part of a community, a network.
Fiona, here is a reminder.
Oh, I have a webinar to go to. Oh well, I got 5 more
Fiona,
minutes.
Here is a reminder.
Anyways, so
11 hours of class.
yeah, I do. Okay, that's gonna be a good webinar. Okay, so so what you want to do is slow down, meditate on this, and ask yourself, where am I spending my time? And you look at your monthly expenses. There's something you can cut out. Going out for dinners, entertainment stuff. You don't need to buy another new pair of shoes this month. You can skip something. There's got to be something that you frivolously spend on to come up with the full 900, or sell something, or go in the payment plan. I think there's one option in the payment plan where you can do this over a period of time for as low as $30 or something. I mean, you can afford that. The great thing is, when you make your first sale at $900, you get the cash paid off, and then that payment plan is paid, and you just pay it, and then no more payments. It all depends what you're going to do, and how much you're going to learn. And as far as that's the expense part. So you're going to sit and figure all that out. The other day I talked about the health business too. That one starts at $40 for the setup. but that has a $10 monthly fee. So let's say you like that, you can't afford the $900 one, but you want to start something. At least you can get your health in order. I'm sure you can figure out something to pay the $40 and cut out Netflix, because you really won't have time. Netflix is boring anyways. When you start doing this fun stuff, making your own videos, you'll be glad you got rid of that boring old sit in front of the TV day after day. You'll feel really proud of yourself making videos, learning stuff, and especially you'll feel really good when you start making some income sharing. Like in the health thing, you'll make money selling, people signing up memberships and kickbacks from buying products that you already purchased, that they already purchased, and the levels go deep. That is a really nice secondary business, but it can be your first starting place if finances are tough. And don't forget, we can go back to the Legacy Builder program that I was talking about, the business in the box with the digital products and learning education. I focus on the big thing, and I always say go for the big thing, because when you do sign up for that, you have to set up your website. It's easier to set it up once at the 900, and then you don't have to do any of that again, because you always get from whatever level you're at down in the products. So that means every product's included in there. And then if you purchase like I did originally, I was skeptical. I wasn't sure. I thought, well, I'll see what it's about. So I started at the $100. And the nice thing about that was I could afford it. I used, I think I used like a GST thing. You know, some kickback from somewhere that didn't affect my income. I knew that I was receiving that. So I used that money to get into it, and then I went, oh my god, I can't believe what I see in here. This community is amazing. If this is the quality of a beginner product, and the way it looks and the way it's presented, and I know when I saw it from my friend, the whole thing thrilled me. Then I said, okay, yes. I even was well, any doubts were gone in the networking community, and when I made my first sale. So then I upgraded to the 900, but again, because I did that, I had to take my 100 website down and then put the 900 template up. And because of the templates, if you do the upgrade, the only thing different is you'd have to pay another $29 to get the new template. So that way you'd even save $30 and save yourself a headache of having to do it in the long term. But it all depends on your finances, and it all depends on where you're sitting at. Can you afford to take the risk, for one thing? Now we're going to look at the time. You got to look at your you got to assess your time. At first you don't want to get going too fast, but you want to understand what you're doing. I mean, you can put classified ads out, you can put up excitement things to your website. That's great, but eventually you're going to want to learn the stuff in there. And you also need to figure out a schedule to make your content every day, and to get it. At first they say it's a 2-hour workday. I wouldn't say so, not for what you want to get out for content. Yeah, you can put out one video a day. That's better than no videos. And if all you have is 20 minutes to start, it's like dieting. You know, you break your diet, or you can't follow it precisely, but in time you get more serious and disciplined about it. You get better about it. Your mind works with what your goal. And just like starting a new job, it takes a while to learn the job. They'll give you little bits throughout the first week or two until they give you entails the entire job in one day. We did this one day, this did another day, this another day. Now we're going to combine it all together. I'm going to spend some time with you, make sure you got it down pat, and then it's now figured out. So how this will work is it probably take you longer to because you're learning too, but the learning a lot is in the doing as well. The learning is like guidance, and you can ask questions in the community for even quicker answers. And then because you know what you're learning, you can quickly go on YouTube or use ChatGPT to ask questions and help you with things as well. ChatGPT can be your best assistant for ideas and creating scripts for your videos if you just want to talk about something that you're not sure of. It'll find the information and pull it out and construct it for you. You don't have to talk about Legacy Builder. You could do a video on how to set goals in your life, how to plan the ideal vacation. It doesn't have to strictly be Legacy Builder, but you want to kind of stay in something. Like, you could even pick an age range. Women, life changing, a transformation, rebuilding yourself, and using Legacy Builder as your launch pad into your new life, along with generating more income and adding in all of the fun things you could do. And a network is important to have, so you have new friends. When you're going through something hard, you want people who are positive and happy and something to pull you out of the funkiness of something you don't want to be thinking about, and in a good direction. I mean, you can waste your time being depressed and sad and miserable, or you could go, well, I have no control in that, but I do have control to make a choice to better my life, and I'm going to better my mental health and my skills and use my time positively, so I might as well put it into a business and make money at the same time too. Because that's a good thing to do, to help support the kids better, or to just have a better so maybe you can spend more time with your family. Maybe you're single, maybe that way you can just enjoy life more, figure out who you are, what you really wanted to do with your life. Or just see if you prove to yourself you could do something like this as a new challenge. Maybe your life's perfect and you just want to add a new challenge to your life, learn something new. Learning is fun. Every day you could set a goal for yourself, and when you start doing this, first you want to figure out the time where to fit it in, then start going through the videos, even if it's one video a day, along with doing the action money making activities, the ones that are going to get results, not moving stuff around and watching things to learn, not flipping pages. You want, like the writing of notes. I wrote some notes today on what I want to say, even though I can't seem to stay on track even with notes. But that is good, because now you have something to what your video is going to be about. That's going to, once that video real estate is up, that is important, because that's going to speak to you day after day after day after day. That's a good time investment. The videos are important, and getting them up as many platforms as you can, and the classified ads, because that people are going to see those. They're looking for things too. Videos, even short ones. I can't stop talking, I guess, or I don't know how to turn the 32-page essay into one page. but yeah, so you want to, I forgot my train of thought here. So you want to figure out your time, so how you can fit this in, what you can cut out. Are you watching too much Netflix? Are you spending too much time on YouTube on stuff that doesn't matter? Are you talking on the phone too much about nonsense with your friends? Are you doing activities that you don't really need to be doing, like just going to sit in a coffee shop, or going to things you don't even like? Trade that time, like you want to trade it out. Where was I writing here? No, I should just pause the video, really. to figure it out. But yeah, trade-offs and eliminations. And then the other thing is organization. Like if you have kids and things like that, you could pre-do meals and, freeze the dinners, cook on Sundays so you have the whole week cooked ahead of time. Get the kids' stuff ready in like little tote boxes so that everything's ready for school in the morning, and then you won't even have those stressful days. Everyone just grab their tote, all their homework and clothes for the next day, and even the outdoor clothes and the boots and all that are all in one place. And it's a much more wonderful morning. Nobody's freaking out. Where's my book? Where's my shoe? Yeah, so that could work really good. Everyone will get on the bus on time. That'll make your start in the morning good. And look at your day. Like, when do you think the best? And when are you the most creative? Do you want to do this before the kids get up, before you wake them up for school, or do you want to do it after they're on the bus? Or maybe you have a job, so maybe you want to do it on your lunch hour, make a video. Or do you want to do it after supper? Or can you get an hour or so to yourself to fit it in? Okay, so I know it's 2 hours. It's surprising how we waste 2 hours every day. You think you can't find those 2 hours, but if you put in 15 minutes here and to write up an idea for later, even on your coffee break at work, and then I experimented with that this summer on a coffee break. Could I whip a video together? Yes, I can. Or even an image with words and a link or whatever. That's very fast. You could let's say you share time and you get every second weekend to yourself. Well, even every second weekend you could make all the videos so that you have enough for 30 days or whatever, and reuse content. And then if your life's as if we do the time when the kids are with other people for a little while at hockey, or going out shopping, or to an event or sleepover, you learn to pick when you can do it. I know you want your free time, but you got to think about the long term. If you can look how much time you have to give to your job, away to people, and it's never going to end. It ain't going to change. Like Homer Simpson bangs his head and goes dough. I mean, you think it hasn't changed for the last 4 months? Do you think it's going to change in a year, or even 3 to 5 or 10 years down the road? If anything, you might lose it and have nothing. But I don't know. Even if the raise or the different position, the company will be better. And the other thing is, it is always nice to have an extra side income. Maybe you love your job, but a side income in case something does happen. I mean, a long time ago I was married. I didn't expect my husband to lose his job, and we had young kids, and yeah, Pogie's there for a while, but then it's going to run out. And if they would have had something like this, easy to do, not so time consuming, this would have rocked my world. And I would have a lot more time with the kids, and yeah, it would have been awesome. I know that for a fact. So it's really beautiful that the young couples have things like this to make their lives and incomes better and take pressure off each other. Even your husband can do this with you. Or if you're a man, and you could get your wife doing this with you. It can be a joint thing. Or if you want, if you have a thing where you do things separately, you can both do this separately, and then you're both okay no matter what happens. And you can pass it on to your kids, and later you can get your kids into it. But the thing is, I don't look too far down the road. I look at something and see a couple of years and see how that goes, and try to make that work for the years and get the skills so it's always in general toward anything in the future. So getting back to all of this, after you look at your expenses and your time, And what you can eliminate even on like for a month or few months on a payment plan. Legacy Builder's one-time pay, it's done. If you want to spend money on ads or Facebook Marketplace or something, you can. That's your choice. But our teaching is organic, so the marketing is free and the advertising is free. But if after you've done all that and it feels good in your heart, then you take it in stride. And it has a whole thing in there on different options you can choose, like a 7-day run, a 30-day run, a 90-day run. But I would personally do a little bit of learning and just try to learn the Canva. If you don't have any video experience, go into the Canva, learn how to make some simple videos, and listen to the webinars a lot so that you get the information down. And then where was I again? And then you can take even more fears away about the camera too, because we do faceless as well. And here I was like, you have to ask yourself truthfully, if you still are unsure, what is the underlying remaining fear and doubt? And it's like, well, are you afraid of other people seeing you? That's where faceless comes in, classified ads, and making a whole separate Facebook account or a whole separate anything away from the people that you know that you're concerned about. And if you have fear of failure, well, know that ChatGPT can be your best assistant. If you feel like you can't word things properly, you can get ChatGPT to help you learn what you want to say, read it a few times, that gets in your head, and then you can repeat it and have it more concise. I should be doing that. And then you have community support. If the person who you purchased it from can't be found because of a busy lifestyle, or they're gone, or some on holidays, or sick or something, you can access anybody in the community. You don't have to stick with anyone, and actually find a friend that you're like-minded with and that you get along with really good, or you feel a resonance with. That's the person that probably we work with best. And pay attention to the 6 and 7 figure earners. Okay, so you're gonna wonder after a little while of doing this, oh no, or you may wonder before, maybe this was a poor investment, maybe I'm scared, will I get my money back? Well, you gotta be consistent and do it. I can't guarantee it. I don't know your level. I don't know are you going to be just whining or doing? Don't even waste the time on fear. That time could be already making a video right now. Look at my video. It's not very good. But I'm getting a video up, and I have fears, and I worry sometimes. Like maybe this whole thing I'm doing is stupid, I say to myself sometimes. But no, I don't know why I would even think that, really. In a bad funky mood or something, or it's usually because time constraints, or maybe it's stupid because why would I get into something I can't even put the time into, is what I mean when I say maybe it's stupid. Like, why start something? But no, I keep making the time. I have a determination, willingness to learn. I know that is stronger than failing. Even if it takes me 3 years of making videos, especially if this is a side thing you're doing, you can afford the time and put some up. It's going to be slower though. If you want to get more serious about this, you can start getting the videos up. The other day I put up a couple of videos. I hadn't done it for a while, and I noticed I got 5 new people signed up looking. So that was hardly effortless. It was effortless. I'm not sure. I gotta get something that sees where the analytics come from. I haven't set that up yet. I think they even have it in the System.io where you can set up your analytics. I should learn that. Even System.io, where we host our websites, they have a free course on how to use the whole system. Their system that we use, even though we get the template, it's all pre-made and all set up for us to 2 clicks of a button, just personalize, put your payment things in, and so you get your so the videos are already in there, but you upload videos if you want to, so you get the hours in your YouTube, and the views. You just upload the video and then just swap out the video. This is the same video, but that's a good thing to do. You don't have to, but where was I going with this again? Hang on. Right, I'm thinking about that webinar I should be at, but this is more important. Yeah, System.io has a whole course, and actually even System.io has inside there a thing. When you have your account, you can become an affiliate and sell affiliate stuff through there. There's a lot to learn. One spins off another, and they can all work in it. Even learning off that can help you with things with this, because everybody has, that's why we have community. I mean, we got all the core stuff, all the intermediate, advanced, and all that stuff, but you're learning through observation and through others. It's even set up that way too, so that you do interact and practice engagement. It's not all going to be handed to you on a silver platter. And it's the people who think out of the box and observe and learn by watching and asking questions that are going to get the better results. You get paid for your development. It's like a job. Everyone learns the basic job, but it's the ones who step up and do more than they're supposed to, or figure something out to make it better, that get rewarded with the higher pay. So, they're not going to just, who has time for that? I mean, and we don't know which, like, even myself, if I had something going on like this, I don't know everybody and their direction and their thinking and feeling, or the niches they're going into. I mean, it has to kind of be in general, but people all in the community talk about things they're doing, their niches and stuff like that, so you learn and get experience through doing yourself and through hearing about everybody else. So yeah, this is all what you want to do, but you have to first ask yourself, how bad do you want it? And if it's about a product, or about, you don't know how to go about it, this is the perfect one to start with. And especially if you don't have time. I mean, I know how to do a lot of stuff. My issue is time. I love this. I think it's great. But you have to find out if you would love it, or is this right for you? Because you want to be able to do something that you're going to be able to get really pumped about, really excited about. If you like learning, I would say this is the place to go. If you have an interest in marketing, creativity in videos, and picture making, then this is the way to go. I mean, if you have other ideas, like selling your own things, and you're really eager to, well, there's probably other courses that you're going to spend $2,000 or so or more for to do those. But it would be worth it, because you would get it figured out faster, and it would be geared to distribution of maybe tangible products that you're trying to sell, and it'll go quicker. Or you can learn on your own. You could just get a System.io account and learn how to do that, follow the website creation course, and do all that stuff, and get an Etsy store. It all depends. I mean, you're going to learn something in any of these things. You have to feel it out in your heart. But if it's silly stuff like I'm afraid of the camera, or I don't have time or money, I know when you need money for something, or your car breaks down, you're going to find a way to get back on the road. You're going to. If you look at it like life and death, I think there was a fashion line, prom line that was out there. It's like killing yourself slowly or something. That's how I see a job. It's just gonna, you don't notice it, it's so subtle, it just kills you slowly. And not even your body, your spirit, your soul. if you're not in something that rocks your world every day, or you don't get enough time to yourself. It all depends what you want or need. Okay, that's it for today. Probably was not very making sense, but maybe you got something out of it. But it's going up, and that's how I want you to look at it. Doesn't have to be super good. Just get it up. Practice, practice. But do make it come from your heart. This has come from my heart. I just have to practice getting the message out so I can get you in business so that you can change your life and you can make money and you can go, oh my gosh, I'm glad I did this because I never thought I could. What a life changer, like all the people in the community are saying. I'm not making. I looked at this a while back. I didn't start right away. I kicked my ass, but I had no choice. I couldn't get the time. I've only been back in this again now for about 2 weeks or so, and I haven't even still applied it because I'm still dealing with things that I can't get away from because I just can't. Hopefully in the new year I can put 100 more time to this, but I can't say I'm finding the time. I'm dealing with a lot of things. I'm lucky if I get one day to myself a month, or yeah, I would say, and even like other than sleeping, I don't get much hours to myself every day. I'm still fitting them in. And yeah, the distractions and stuff, hard to keep your mind straight on what you're trying to say or do. I don't have time to rehearse, really think about what I'm going to do. I don't care. Get it up. Somebody's going to relate to this. Somebody's going to know it is hard. Yeah. So, but you can do it. You could have the least amount of time, the greatest struggle with so much to do, but you will find a way to make the time, get the money, and then start to see the changes. I already see the changes in myself. I do, even though they're slow. They could be much better, but due to my life circumstances, even being able to look decent enough, but this is good enough. All right, see you later. Have a good day. Hope to see you in the network. I'd love to help you. Take care. Happy holidays.